told you I had a big ass surprise. Shadows of the Empire duology. Now I know a lot of you are like in shock right now because one, this is a damn good story. Two, most of you probably didn't know this even existed. So here's the cover. I love Shadows of the Empire. That's good stuff. The traffic is loud. There's the back, the synopsis for it. This is really thick for a 6-issue set. That's pretty thick. It's nice though. Then we got Evolution here. Yeah, most people didn't even know Evolution existed, and this goes out to diehard fans as well, which is even funnier, because I posted this in 2 different Star Wars groups I'm in, and they didn't know it existed. I knew it. I didn't know it existed until I was hunting down I was hunting down Star Wars comics to read and own. So I found this for a hella good bargain, actually. I forget how much it was, but it was probably under 15, maybe. Or I might have paid a little bit more. So, I forgot the spines. So as you can see, one's purple, one is yellow. Or, no, not, well, yeah, yellow, but cream shade yellow, you know what I'm talking about. So, this is set between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. It was the book that had every bit of marketing to it, but had no movie whatsoever attached, which was really cool. Another fun fact about this, I owned issue 6. It was the first comic book I ever owned, I think. And it was the first time I ever saw a swear word in a Star Wars comic. It really blew me away. I was like, wow. If you haven't read this story, if you haven't read this or this, if you haven't read any of these, then, you know, I will try not to spoil too much. But it's really good. If you have read this, you know what I'm gonna go into. So this is about Prince Shizor, and he runs Black Sun and all that. This had so much good. It had so many good moments in it, and so much excitement and so many thrills. Even the marketing for this was crazy. You have the comics. You had both these comics. You had the toys. Yeah, the comics and toys. You had the novelization. You saw the poster I have for it. It had trading cards, I think. I can't remember what else there was. I think that was about it. But it had like all that good marketing material, but no movie. Now I'm hoping maybe in the future they'll adapt this into a movie, which is really good. But it follows Prince Shizor, that green motherfucker right there, who's a Falleen. And it also follows Han, who's still frozen in carbonite, being carted off with Fett. They're following after him and whatnot. That's Dash Rendar. You get introduced to that bad motherfucker. I love him. Dash is my favorite character in Star Wars for the most part. I have like a top 10 list, but I think he's in the middle of it, give or take, but I don't know. So it's just, it's so good. Like the whole thing is awesome. You know how every Star Wars story goes. There's always a betrayal and there's always a huge destruction and shit. Yeah, go away. Thank you. Now for Shadows of the Empire Evolution, This is basically a tie-up story. It ties up all the loose ends from Shadows. So what you get in this is all the tie-ups plus spotlight on Guri. Right there, that's her. That's what she looks like. It is a fantastic story that focuses on her. Go away. It focuses on where she goes and how she evolves as a character. She has the best character evolution in this duology. Hands down, best evolution ever. She evolves as a character and she's not sexualized, which is a huge bonus in my book. I can't stand sexualization, needless sexualization in characters, male or female. That shit gets so redundant. But yeah, that was so much fun. Like, I mean, the artwork is phenomenal. And there's a nice little love letter from Steve Perry, 97. And I know how rare it is to find, old school Dark Horse comics and whatnot. But yeah, this is just gorgeous. I mean, and to find one intact like this, that was rare as hell too. And in Evolution, I had in the sleeve, but I took it out so you could see it. I mean, this was awesome to get. Like, I had no idea. And look at that. You get the old school timeline. Ain't that beautiful? Oops. Smooth move, X-Lax. There you go. The original timeline. Well, not same timeline. I love that. That is so cool. I don't think it has any more. Nope. Woo! And there's the synopsis opening for Shadows. Let's go this way. Now you can find this on probably any site you want. eBay, Macari, OfferUp, wherever. And it's so good. You can find either issues, the separate issues of it, which some people actually prefer, and then there's the ones where it's the hardcover the soft cover version of it where it's got the collected editions. So yeah. And there's a nice little surprise in that I was not expecting at the end. Oh, it was so good to see that. So, yeah, you can find tons of these on eBay. Mostly the issues separately. And then as a group, somebody actually was selling both of these as separate issues in a bundle bid for like, I forget how much it went for. I think when I last checked, it was at like 25 with like 11 shipped, so it was like 36 or so, something like that. But yeah, like if you've never read Shadows of the Empire duology, I highly recommend it. I mean, everything I own, I love and enjoy, and I've read and gotten so immersed in. I mean, this left me highly satisfied, super happy, little teary-eyed. But it was nice to actually read this beginning to end because I only had issue 6. And then I found this and I was hunting for a good bargain on it. And I found a damn good bargain. And these are vintage Dark Horse collector editions, so there you go. And it's Steve Perry, it's Perry, Randall, and Simmons. I forget which. Steve Perry, Ron Randall, Tom Simmons. And the cover art's by Christopher Moyer. I want to say Moliere, but that's not right. So Moyer, whatever. It's beautiful cover art, though. So, then there's also a video game, too. I forgot about that. N64, Shadows of the Empire. Never played it, and that was... no, I did play it once. Couldn't get past one level and said fuck it, and took it back to Act 1 video back in the day. When it was in town, and I could literally walk up the street and shit. Yeah, this was written by Steve Perry. I think, no, oh, John Wagner did it. Perry wrote the novelization of Shadows. That's what it was. And the novelization is narrated by Anthony Heald. If you don't know who he is, his last name is Heald. He's been in a lot of movies, mainly 80s and 90s and some early 2000s stuff in later years as well. Most notably, he was in the first X-Men film in 2000. He was the senator, I think. Yeah, no, oh, that's not him. Nope, that's a different dude. Oh, I'm an idiot. Wow, major fucking fail. Idiot. I get those two mixed up. No, I don't remember what Anthony Hill was in. But he's done a lot of narration for early 90s Star Wars audiobooks. And I'm an audiophile. I love audiobooks. And I'll get into that eventually, too. So, would I recommend this to my friends? Sure, because some of my friends are Star Wars fans and comic book fans as well. Would I recommend it to you? Yeah. If you're into vintage Star Wars, comics and whatnot from Dark Horse era, yeah, this is for you. If you are a casual sci-fi fan looking for something different that's, straight up 2 volumes because you can't handle multi-volumes, this is for you. If you've never read Star Wars, like I said, and you want to give it a try this out. See how it goes for you. If you like it, cool. If not, okay, I respect your opinion on it. If one of your favorite authors is Steve Perry, this is for you. If not, sorry. So, yeah. Here's the hoping they have a Star Wars. Here's the hoping they take both of these and make it into a movie eventually. Oof. Since Disney's got Star Wars now, they could really adapt this shit into a bitchin' movie. It would be the perfect standalone, too. Provided they follow the comic and the book, so who knows. Although, I don't know. I'd rather see it, for me personally, if they made this a movie, I would want it animated. Or, yeah, I'd want it animated. I couldn't... Live action would be nice. That would be really cool. But animated would be a lot better. And it would just save a shit ton of time. So, there you go. And if you want to know more on Shadows of the Empire, check out Wikipedia. If you've never heard of Wikipedia, check that out. That is the ultimate Star Wars hub for everything you could possibly want to know. You can find out detail. You'll find it'll give you plot spoilers and whatnot.